Hi, this is Weekly Reflections, and I'm Nancy Joy. I'm still here in Florida, but I wanted to get this message out because I think it's important. You should be getting this on Monday, 12/12 or around there, so another powerful double number shift, followed by Wednesday's December 14th, the last of the 3 super full moons in Gemini. And we've talked how unusual it is to have 3 supermoons in a row. And then a week later, the following Wednesday, I believe it is the 21st, we'll have to look that up. The following Wednesday is winter solstice, which is always where light and shadow are exactly even. There's the same exactly the same amount of light as there is darkness. So very powerful time of integration, which is, of course, what we're all working on, because right now we are also experiencing the Uranus trine Saturn pyramid of light and shadow, and it's playing with our light and shadow, and that's why there's so much coming up for us, our shadows coming up to return us to light, to return us to love. So what I wanted to talk to you about is Ezekiel's told me for a long time, my early on teacher, John Melchizedek, in the 90s, told me that there would be a cosmic event, a pulse from the heart of God, from the galactic center, from the universe, however you want to say, that has never been experienced before. It's a first for Earth, and that it would awaken the DNA in all of us, and even those sleeping, and open our hearts, allowing us to not be pulled back into our old patterns. So that as all these changes come rapidly, people say, and already there's been signs of protests, you could call it a revolution. It is a revolution of a type. A revolution doesn't have to be all-out war. But this flash, to me, this says, this event, they call it the event. I believe in it. I've always believed in it. I felt in my heart that makes sense. There's going to be something that shifts everyone. And here is a quote from, there's an excellent handbook for the event by a great guy that I like called Cobra. And I have a link below, but you can look him up. And this handbook, it starts out by saying, the event will be a moment of compression breakthrough for every living thing on our planet, coming from the galactic center. There will be a big flash of divine energy and light coming from the galactic sun, which will instantly shift and calm humanity in the light of love energy and end duality forever. Everyone on Earth will feel and know something has happened. And I truly believe that makes sense. I suggest you look this up, the event handbook, if you're more interested. Great detail on what this will bring, how people will react, and how things will change. It's pretty solid. It's not just a well, maybe. So I suggest that. And then also, I'm going to find this quote here somewhere that I have. Oh, yeah. In second, not that I'm a super Bible-y, but I think this is important because even in the Bible, in 1 Corinthians 15:52, is this quote, in a flash, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet will sound, the dead will be raised incorruptible, and will be changed forever. It makes sense, and it's very ancient how this goes back and is forecast as a new age by the Mayans, a completely new world. It's not a new age, it's a new world, literally a new world. And, you know, a lot of religions over the time have created different words for this. For instance, in the Western culture, we have the second coming. From Judaism, we have the Christian Rapture. We have the spirituality people talking Ascension. And I feel it's of course all interconnected, different words, different ways to explain it. And it doesn't mean that that the event is going to happen and everything will be instant. But what it does mean is that the event will instantly change everyone's DNA, open their hearts so that they can more easily integrate and understand all the changes that are going to happen and have started happening very swiftly. I have always wondered, we followed a lot of this. Many of you know all about the disclosure of our galactic roots, about the frequency fence, the matrix that we have been more or less imprisoned by since the falling of Atlantis, and then the gory details of the abuse of humanity by so many we thought were our leaders in politics, in religion, in medicine, in education, in science, and so on. And that, you know, in the now, as we're in duality and we hear those things, we divide. This is bad, this is wrong, this is horrible, oh my God, the world is falling apart. But after the event and we hear these things, we're going to come into understanding how they were created, how they were, why they were, and it will allow us, as we've been working on in the call Jalila and I did, and in other ways, to bring those that have been stuck in the dark, unable to crack open their hearts, unable to come out of the role they have been playing, bring them into compassion. So that's all going on. And, you know, it's about the time for the 2017 predictions, and I'm not real big on them because this is a crazy, chaotic world. And quite honestly, I don't think anyone knows exactly how everything's are going to unfold with the currency, with the debt, with all the wonderful things that have been withheld from us, the new technologies. Nobody really knows how they're unfolding, but they've started. You can even see them. They're cracking through even in the lamestream media here and there. But I am predicting, because I feel we are very much close to this, that enough have shifted and the energy is really quite, look at the beautiful gathering at Standing Rock. How the love of that is just so divine on such a beautiful vortex on the earth, right? And over all the Muslims that gathered to protest ISIS in love and solidarity for peace in the world. And this is happening all over the place. So obviously it's cracking through. And I'm excited. I'm excited about 2017. I think things will rock and roll, of course. But even more than that, I think that the event is going to happen, this pulse. I can just feel it coming. And as you listen to this, maybe you can feel it too. I bet you can. I bet you felt it already. Maybe some of you don't think there will be any such thing, and that's okay. It's part of me. It's part of me cellularly. And I'm excited because I know this is why I came. And those of us that are awake then, this is the really great part. We're, of course, going to be able to help those who are stepping into this, but our help will be received, will be listened to. Nobody's going to be telling us we're crazy, because as they hear the explanations, as they hear us share from our hearts of the journey, of the truth, of the God creators and the wonderful light and love and compassion that is truly us, they will open to that, and they will begin to understand, because we're out of duality. It's the beauty of the event. It abolishes duality. So you're not going to stand there and point a finger and be judgmental. You're going to seek to understand in your heart, to return to love and to feel love. So as we approach this Christmas season, in the twinkling of an eye, and I just wanted to share it with you. It's kind of a Christmas gift. Do your own research. There's a lot of great stuff. But the slumbering of people of Earth, how could they ever handle all the disclosure and everything that's coming up without this beautiful pulse that is actually our destiny? And it's why so many galactics and people surround our planet right now, holding a space of love for this amazing shift. So have a great week. Enjoy as you step into the holidays. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be back. Don't forget the Heartlights holiday specials, $55 for a $90, at least an hour-long recorded session with Ezekiel and me. You can buy up to 3. They never expire. I hope some of you take advantage of this, because I love to connect. Still doing the free minis too. So have a great holiday season. If I'm not back on before it's over, take care of who you are. Catch the magic of the coming event. Bye-bye.